You may have somebody to celebrate this special day of Valentine's with, and sometimes you may not. Don't forget, the most important person in your life is yourself. So show yourself some self-love. Hopefully you love some of these items and you want to just spoil yourself by buying it for yourself. This is a special Asda haul because it is all Valentine, love heart and love inspired. Enjoy. Hello, my name is Susan. I am 57 just. I am a size 20, 22, although as I have started my weight loss journey with those New Year's resolutions or whatever, I am finding that 22s are coming up a little bit large on me. This is a haul from Asda. They had a significant range of different Valentines or heart love inspired items that I sort of fell down the Warren hole looking at, and I thought, yes, let's celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm going to start the haul off with the item that I was most disappointed in. Just look at that beautiful Valentine print there. Red hearts with a pink and white background. It is a fabulous crepey, stretchy fabric, and I thought this was going to be the winner. Unfortunately, it is a total fail. It's got some really nice elements about it. This sort of cut out sort of ribbon lace there just adds that little bit of detail at the front with that diagonal pattern, and you can see it's echoed on the back too. I also had high hopes for this collar, and it certainly worked for me. Comes round and then goes down into that V. The sleeves were beautiful. I even like the fact that they've got that echo of open fretwork ribbon there with a frill. Oh, but why did they just make it a shapeless, awful short dress? Now, I did notice when I ordered that it did seem a little bit short, but 5'4", usually they've got a 10-foot model on, and I thought I'd get away with it. I didn't, but the biggest issue, I'm afraid, was that it was just so shapeless. It's not elasticated, and the sash belt is held on with these little bits of thread. But try as I might to sort of tie that sash and bluesen it out, it just made it shorter, it just made it more sort of shapeless. It just was not the style for me. I bought this in a size 22. A size 20 would have definitely been too tight across the tummy, I think, because it was just that shapeless. It didn't give me any shape at all. But even so, quite reasonable at £15. This second dress was a bit more of a hit, though it's still, I feel, a little bit too short. I probably didn't do it the justice it deserved. If I put on a pair of black tights, maybe a nice thick chunky long line cardigan or something, and some nice boots, I might have liked it better. I just felt it was a little bit too short for me. It's got a lovely bit of elastication round the waist, and it made so much difference because it just brought it in, and then the skirt flared out. No extra frills or flounces on the bottom. Next style there with the set-in sleeves. So it's quite a plain little dress. Now I bought this again in a size 22 and it was £14. It's in this stretchy crepe fabric. So if it gets stretched, you can see the white fabric of the interior. Size 22, I didn't feel it did do that too much, but if you're trying to squeeze into a smaller size or whatever, I fear that might be an issue for you. Another one. The interior of this is quite scratchy. It's quite a rough interior, but it was definitely the best dress out of the two that I tried. Now obviously, even if you haven't got a loved one, you don't have to not celebrate the occasion, and I know it's quite the thing to have a sort of Galentine's girls party. You go out, you still celebrate, and you share the love for one another. So I quite fancied the idea of this Galentine's t-shirt. Now it's coming out a little bit pinky there. In true life, it's quite a sort of like dull beige. And it looks like it's been washed with something that's pink, and it's just given it that grey tinge pinkiness. So I'm not a fan of the colour of this t-shirt, I'm afraid. Love the pattern, love the sentiment. I think they maybe have gone over a little bit too big on the back with this girls club. Let's go girls. You know, I think that might be pushing the point a little bit too far, that you are celebrating Galentine's and that you are actually single. I think the front would have been sufficient. Same sort of pattern, just in a smaller size. This was £8, not a bad price at all. What size did I buy? I bought this in a 2XL, which is a 24-26, because I usually like my t-shirts oversized. This I did not feel was oversized at all. It was over long, but it certainly wasn't sort of oversized across the body there. Also in a totally unflattering boxy shape there. It looks like they've got a man's t-shirt with no shaping whatsoever, and just put the pattern on there. Not a winner for me, I'm afraid, even at the bargain price of £8. What a beautiful sort of pinky rosy pink this sweatshirt is. And this is just shows you the sort of difference in sizing, because I bought this in an extra large, which is a 2022, and I felt this was too big. I can lean into the oversized sort of styling, and this definitely felt to me like it was oversized. Of course, it's got that reference to love. This is no ordinary love, ma chérie. This is printed on, but this is actually embroidery, which is quite a nice little sort of highlight to that. And I think that sort of pink red there goes really nicely with this really rosy pink. It is a classic sweatshirt style, a crew neck there. I turned the cuffs back because they were too long. That sort of just added to that oversized feeling. I've definitely needed to turn it back. And inside it's all nice and snuggly and comfy warm. I really did like this. It just felt a little bit oversized for me, and I thought it was quite a bargain for £15. You could get away with wearing this after Valentine's, couldn't you? And into the spring, because this is going to be a lovely colour for spring too. It was just too, you can see, it was just too big for me. So if you're thinking about buying this, maybe consider sizing down. Another disappointing t-shirt. This time I like the colour. I definitely like that pale pink colour, and who can not love this sort of cutesy, really sort of retro love heart design here. And these feel like they're in some sort of like flocked fabric bit. It's not 3D or puff at all. T-shirt, again, just a shapeless, nothing about it t-shirt, boxy style that is not going to flatter most people. This was absolutely super long. I mean, I'm stepping back and you can see how long it is. It's almost sort of night dress length. It's also quite a thin fabric, and I don't feel the quality is in that t-shirt at all. It feels to me they sort of thought, what can we do for Valentine's? Oh, I know, let's put some love hearts on those cheapy pink t-shirts that we've got a huge stock of. I bought this in a 2XL and it was £13. I mean, if that's what your vibe is, I mean, talk about dopamine sort of dressing, then you've got that. And I think you could get away with this to wear this through the summer too, because of all these beautiful pastel colours. But for Valentine's, although the sort of nod was there, I don't feel it really did sort of hit the mark. I don't think you could get much wear out of this other than around the Valentine's Day, because that is such a statement heart sort of Valentine's, isn't it? This sequined red heart here and these 3 white hearts on this jumper. It is super snuggly. It was £18. I got it in an extra large, size 20-22. It was a lovely length for me. I really did think that was a really good length. I didn't think it was over long on me. It's got a nice cuff there and on the sleeves. Now the sleeves are super sort of balloonious. I can't explain any other word. I've just made up a word. You can see how they really are wide, and then they go into this thinner cuff. And I thought that was quite a nice sort of extra styling feature. Just like the fact that they've got the white love hearts on the one sleeve, but not on the other. So I thought that again was a really nice feature. I just wish they thought to put some on the back too. So often they just put the style on the front and then they scrimp and don't put it on the back. But for £18, it's a going price for a jumper, isn't it? And this, I feel, is very, very nice fabric. I enjoy all sorts of knitwear. I'm a very sort of touchy feeling texture type of person. I just love having those textures next to me. So this was actually my favourite out of the whole haul. Valentine's haul from Asda. I'm afraid I didn't fall in love with most of that haul, but maybe you did. Some of them fell flat because of the length, but I think my favourite item was the black jumper. I think that is rather special, and it really, really does sort of encapsulate the kitschness of Valentine's. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate your comments below, and of course, if you haven't, push that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Come back soon, and I'll see you soon.